I took this photograph 18 days after the September the 11th, 2001 attack on the World Trade Center in New York City. This photograph was taken in Washington, D.C. It basically was the first protest against the impending war, an invasion of Afghanistan. It refers to a quote by Howard Zinn, who's a noted historian, and he's most famous, I think, for writing the book, The People's History of the United States. He developed his anti-war feelings because he was a bombardier in World War II, a lead bombardier, I think, on many missions, and he saw the destruction, or heard about the destruction the planes caused when the bombs hit, and how many people get killed, and all of this, and it made him, turned him into an anti-war person. So that's where the quote came from, and I tend to agree. I just really, I don't like war. I've been against war all my life, it seems like, especially when Vietnam rolled around, and I was kind of young then. But I do believe that war is besides being very dangerous, it also commits all kind of atrocities to the earth, to the people, to animals, the whole ecosystems. And people rarely talk about that. They talk about the human cost. I found that war is usually driven by profit. It's driven by profit, the profit of weapons manufacturers, the profit of being able to control land. And there's a backstory to this photo. Well, first of all, when the photo was taken, there were 20,000 people that hit the streets of Washington, D.C. There were, I guess, two major marches, and this photo was taken during one of them. There's a backstory to this that I find was interesting. In the late summer, I guess, of 2001, prior to the September the 11th attacks, there were 400 people gathered in Washington, D.C. for a meeting called by 50 Years is Enough, the anti-globalization movement group. They fought against the World Bank and IMF. And I was one of the people there, along with religious, labor, many other groups, activists, anarchists, and we decided that there would be protests at the World Bank meeting. Even the AFL-CIO, where the meeting was held, were going to participate in the actions and possibly get arrested, etc., etc. Well, when the September the 11th happened, all kind of groups dropped out, including the AFL-CIO. But those of us that did attend, we were part of a very historic beginning of the post-September the 11th anti-war movement. So there's a lot more to this, but for now, I think that's enough. Thank you.